So yeah, no, not wearing makeup, day off, so I don't smother my face in crap. Anyways, so just talking about something that I noticed about myself, is that I can't look anybody in the eye when I'm talking to them. I can't even look at myself in the eye when I'm talking in the mirror, I mean. So, um, like I would have learned and understood it's because of my anxiety disorder and I have self-esteem, lack of confidence, blah blah blah. But the things I find it hardest to stare at myself in the mirror in the eye. I read somewhere that's a good practice or whatever, but I find that harder than actually looking at someone in real life in the eye. So I find that really weird because I can't stand to stare at myself in the eye. Is it because I'm getting the staring back, whereas usually, like the eyes are wandering a little bit when you're talking with someone? Or is it because I can't face myself or some sort of introspective kind of thing like that, which I find kind of weird. But anyways, it's I don't know, and I hate people who get annoyed when they're like, why can't you look me in the eye? Look at me when I'm talking to you and stuff like that. It's like what's wrong with me? Am I ugly? Am I blah blah blah? And I'm like, no, stop taking it so personally. It's me. I get social anxiety problems. It makes me uncomfortable. It's kind of like how in the wild, when it comes to animals, they stare each other down to intimidate themselves. That's how I kind of feel when I'm staring at someone in the eye when talking to them. Is like a stare down to get intimidation, which I totally know it isn't, but that's just kind of like how I react, I guess, is the basic feeling. So it's that basic animalistic instinct to avoid eye contact because of intimidation or whatever else. Um, so yeah, it's if it annoys you that people can't look at you in the eye during conversation, it's very rarely because of you. More often than not, it's because the person lacks confidence, self-esteem, or has anxiety problems. So don't take it personally. It's their problem, not you. So, but yeah, I don't know. I just can't look at myself in the eye. I can't look. Although I'm better at looking people in the eye. Although I tend to look around a lot and look at everything else, and then my brain's also wandering like crazy. Probably because I also have ADHD. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're asking why can't people look at me in the eyes. Because if they're getting distracted easily, which happens if you have an attention deficit disorder, then they just can't keep their eyes focused on one spot. They're like constantly looking around when they're talking to you because they're just distracted easily. Now, that being said, I can look at other aspects of people's faces. I'll often look at their mouths when they're talking, or I'll notice something about their hair or their jewelry or something to try to make it at least so I'm looking at their face. But their eyes, yeah, no, I don't know. I still find eyes intimidating. So, but yeah, like a trick for you with socially anxious or low self-esteem people is to look at their mouths when they're talking, because one, that's good is you're looking at their face at least, and two, it's actually kind of interesting because you can subconsciously learn like the way mouths form when talking, and you can when you can't hear them very well, you can start to learn how to lip read a teeny bit. I was like that for a while, but the last year or two, my social anxiety has gone like off the charts, so I can't even look at their face anymore. But I used to be really good at lip reading because every time I'd be talking to someone, I'd be looking at their mouth instead of looking at their eyes. So at least I'm looking at them. So yeah, oof. I don't know what this video was supposed to be about. Whatever. Anyways, moving on. Goodbye.